Welcome to the AMSDynamics.com podcast. AMSDynamics.com. Let us be your dynamic business solution.
Hey, this is Ash.
And this is Tiny.
We are with AMS LLC, AMSDynamics.com.
Let us be your dynamic creative solution.
And so what are we talking about today, big dog?
So we are going through our brand identity
That's right.
series. So in talking about the brand identity series, we had our overview episode where we talked about brand identity.
Mm-hmm.
We had an episode really going on a kind of a deep dive, not on primal branding itself, but on the importance of utilizing primal branding, leveraging those concepts. If you want to know more about primal branding, we have a whole primal branding playlist.
Right.
And you can always click on the link in the show notes to look at the book by Patrick Hanlon on primal branding. After the primal branding, we also talked about the brand mission.
That's right.
So today we're going to be starting to break into the customer quest.
Okay.
Because if you have a brand that you are positioning in such a way that you're activating the primal codes in people, that you're setting yourself aside as a brand, not just to be I'm a product or I'm a service, but you are an experience. You are a group to which people can belong, and that group is moving together on a mission. Well, if we're moving together on a mission, then your customers are on that quest too. Your customers also have a part to play in this quest.
All right. So when you talk about customer quest, you're talking about the consumer, the customer. Part of their branding, part of their brand identity is to join in on the mission and go with it.
Yes.
Is that voluntary or involuntarily? Involuntary.
It's the interesting part about the fact you asked, is it voluntary or is it involuntary? So the attraction to the brand, if the brand has done what it's trying to do correctly, if it's activated primal codes, if the creed is meaningful and powerful that moves people to action, if the icons are compelling, if the rituals are something that people truly wish to engage in, the sacred words are starting to be remembered by people, then it's almost involuntary. Those primal codes have been activated for them to be attracted to the idea of the brand, the idea of the customer, the idea of the brand, the idea of the service. So
Okay.
as the customer, as the consumer, they start to want to be a part of it. And so it almost transitions not to involuntary, but it becomes a part of them because they start to identify, I'm a Coke guy, I'm a Nike guy, I'm an Under Armour guy. You'll never get somebody who's an Under Armour guy, protect this house. You'll never get them to go and convert to, well, I guess I'll just wear Reebok rash guards this time. That's not going to happen.
I got you.
Now,
Well, some people, if they're activated by the primal branding, they'll never do that. But if they're like me or you, like Under Armour versus Reebok rash guard, it doesn't bother me. I'll wear either or. But it hasn't hit my primal branding. Now, if I'm going to wear a Pepsi shirt or a Coca-Cola shirt, that has nothing to do with the drinks. I'm a Coke guy. I'm not going to wear a Pepsi shirt.
Because your primal codes have been activated for Coca-Cola.
Exactly.
Coca-Cola's really got you. It's not about their identity. It's about now you've absorbed it as part of your identity.
Right.
It's not Coke is my thing. It's I'm a Coke guy. And so now when you talk about the creed, which then leads to the brand mission, and now the customer quest is that quest that the customer is on to be a part of that mission, to facilitate that mission, to help with that mission. So perfect example we've talked about almost every episode is Tesla. They have their creed is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. So the brand mission is now we are moving every step that we take, every choice we make as an organization. Sounded like a Sting song. As an organization, we're moving towards the mission of transitioning the world, accelerating the world's transition to sustainable energy. Well, now, as a customer, I want to be a part of that. There's no requirement for certain things from Tesla. We've got a car, buy the car. Okay. But their brand mission is so powerful, their icons compelling, their rituals are things that people want to participate in. So now you have a customer who's a part of that quest. It's almost a foregone conclusion when somebody purchases a Tesla vehicle that they then start a Tesla YouTube channel because they are invested into that brand mission.
Well, you said earlier about purchasing car, like you personally fall on the mission. You're on the quest with them because they don't do just cars.
It's true. They do
battery,
solar, solar power.
I mean, they make little power banks for your phone.
And they make whistles and flamethrower. Well, Boring Company made the flamethrower, but
you see what I'm saying? Yeah.
yes. So they make other products. The thing that most people will do if they cannot afford a Tesla vehicle, but they want to be a part of the brand mission, they will invest in the stock.
Right.
Because while you may not be able to invest $142,000 into a car, you can fire up Robinhood and put $10 into the stock.
And that's part of your quest.
And that is part of my customer quest. That's part of the
Right,
customer's
right.
quest. Whereas the brand mission is here. The brand mission is like a giant rushing river that continues on. The customer then is the person who brings their own boat, whatever that boat might be. If it's a canoe, if it's a kayak, if it's a yacht, they jump into that river. I'm now a part of this mission, but they're
That's
living
a
their
good-
own quest.
That's a good analogy.
Like, so you've got, and I'll name YouTubers. Andy Sly has a YouTube channel. Fun fact, Andy Sly is actually the one who drew me towards Tesla. I was looking up YouTube videos on Nikola Tesla, the man, the historical figure, the inventor.
Yeah.
I came across Andy Sly's video that said, surprising Uber customers in my Tesla. And so I was like, I had no idea Tesla had no clue. And so I watched the video and I was like, man, that's really cool. And so then I started doing more investigation, I became enamored with the company, and I became an investor in the company. And because I began investing into Tesla stock, I also began educating myself about other types of investments. And now my portfolio is a thing that I can actually refer to.
So the things you did to get where you are now with the brand mission, that is your quest.
That's my customer quest.
Got you.
Now, Andy Sly's channel, his YouTube channel, has certain types of videos and certain types of narration, certain types of commentary, which are going to be very, very different from Tailosive EV, which is the same thing. He joined in as a part of the Tesla mission. Those are very different from the Now You Know channel. Those are very different from the What's Inside channel. These are then it's Kim Java, who used to be Like Tesla Kim. They started out just simply, wow, Tesla's got a great brand mission. I want to be a part of that. But their videos are all different ways of participating in that. Some people don't even have a YouTube channel. Some people write a blog. Some people have articles that they submit to other publications about Tesla. So they are taking their own customer quest, their own way of doing it. I personally don't wear Tesla clothing.
Yeah.
It's not a part of my quest that I'm on to support that brand mission, but a lot of people do. A lot of people make their own Tesla clothing because Tesla, they open source their patents. They don't come after people for copyright infringement with the Tesla logo because they want that's their brand mission, to accelerate the transition. They don't have a PR department. They don't do advertising. That's not a part of their brand mission.
They don't have to.
They don't need to, because every customer's customer quest in that brand is to be a zealot for the brand and to advertise it on their own.
So you went on your own. You did your own quest to be part of the brand mission.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm picking up now. The stream analogy was great. This is what the stream. So you went out and got your own boat. That's your quest. You learned how to freaking paddle that thing. You threw it in the water.
Exactly.
So that's your quest. That's with customers, with small business. That's what you need to start kind of developing is, I guess, well, here's the thing. Does a small business need to develop a quest for people to join, or is that it just happens?
It's something, so we've talked about it several times. If your goal is simply to have a satisfied customer, you can have a reasonably functioning small business. If you want to have a corner store, satisfied customers, and that's it. That's okay. It's not, you're not moving the needle one way or the other.
Yeah.
Kind of like a subsistence farmer. You'll make enough money to subsist. You'll farm enough food for your family to eat, but you're not moving the needle one way or the other.
Yeah, just stay in the course, ain't doing nothing. Yeah.
So if you have a creed, if the primal code of creed is in place, if you have a creed that moves people to action, a powerful creed that moves people to action, it should move you to action first as that business owner. And if it is compelling, it will cause others to move to action as well. But if your creed is, I sell products, I want to have satisfied customers, a lot of convenience stores fall to that.
Yeah.
So that's why you have people who own 3 or 4 convenience stores, because they're subsistence farmers. They're looking to make enough money to make ends meet. They got to pay the rent at the convenience store and have enough left over to pay the rent at the house.
Now, we talked about before, like, we will drive past certain pretty much every gas station to go to a Sheetz.
Because they have activated our primal codes.
And
We know certain things about Sheetz that are the same every time. Those icons, the rituals, even the sacred words. You know,
like I'm low on gas, and my quest is to drive past this place because they got just snacks in there, regular snacks, regular drinks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drive. My quest is to drive past this place because it's not well lit parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll drive to a Sheetz because they have a little discount card. I can get 3 cents off a gallon. I know
That's
that
a ritual.
Yeah. They have drinks, is well lit. They have security cameras everywhere. It's a friendly atmosphere. They have more than one person in that store, and they can help you out.
Yep.
That's my
And you
quest.
can get an order of schwings, which is a sacred word.
Which is like wings, sheet wings.
It's Sheetz wings, yeah. You got to go to. You can go to Sheetz to get your schwings or your schweets. These are all sacred words of Sheetz.
The sausage biscuit or whatever.
The sausage biscuit. I don't think that's a thing. The breakfast sausage. I don't think that's a thing. But you're definitely talking about that now. So something that might be a little bit more applicable to you. I know that when you began following Magpul, the company, and then Magpul sells firearms accessories, but Magpul's brand mission is not to have satisfied customers. They're not. I'm going to make a good magazine. I'm going to make a good Magpul. I'm going to make a good firearm accessory. I'm going to sell it to you. You're going to be satisfied. We're going to go our separate ways.
Yeah.
The way you discovered them was because Travis Haley was making videos about firearms, about training, about being a good operator, about someone who's able to operate tactically, utilizing that firearm.
It was an option for me to peek into the world of special forces and to learn tactics and tricks they did. They wasn't selling Magpul on their videos.
No,
they were telling you time and tested techniques.
Yep.
And and economy of motion movements looking for tactics, and I was enamored with that. I was like, "That's awesome."
The fact that the products get advertised is a side effect of being in the brand mission. So that brand mission for them, Travis Haley, what was the other guy's name?
Chris Costas.
Chris Costas. So the two of them, they're the founders. They're not with that company anymore, but their original intention was to train people to think as operators and to operate more safely. What came along with that was, well, we need a device to do this. Okay, well, let's go make it. And I want to make it high quality. I want to make it something that operators can depend on, because they themselves were true time-tested operators, and they'd had gear fail on them in the field, and that's not okay. So the devices, the gadgets, the widgets, those were ancillary. What really mattered was that brand mission of let us have a more educated, more well-trained population that's able to operate firearms safely. That's where you identified with. They activated your primal codes. You go along and you do buy Magpul products.
Yeah.
But the brand mission was there. Your customer quest is not the same as the brand mission. You get your boat, you jump into that river, and you take from it what you want. You accept, I do like these widgets that they sell, I like these widgets that they sell, but I continue to consume that firearms training content.
Right.
And then you take what it is that you feel like is useful for you, and you just let the rest go past you in that river. That's your customer quest.
Mm-hmm.
So the brand mission continues on as it is. But your customer quest is your experience of it and how you choose to pursue participating in that brand mission.
That makes sense now. Okay, so that's a very clear analogy for what customer quest is.
And we can see the truth of that with Magpul very starkly because Travis Haley, he and Chris Costas started the company, but then the company continues on with its brand mission. Travis Haley went on and he made Haley Strategic and continues to train people. So it wasn't about the widgets. It was about that mission that he was on.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people jumped out of that river and went to that river, customer quest for Haley Strategics and stuff like that. Yeah,
for the training and all those things, I'm sure they did. But you know what? Magpul is still there. They activated those primal codes. Those same people go back and get their Magpul PMAX and their Magpul device and whatever else.
Because I probably would have heard of Travis Haley if he never did Magpul because he does a good training. But the Magpul got it for me.
This podcast is brought to you by AMS LLC out of Greensboro, North Carolina. AMS LLC is a full-service business consultation firm that provides tax services, accounting, and bookkeeping and payroll. And then there's a division that Ash and I work in, AMS Dynamics. We provide creative solutions, including logo design, videography, photography, website, social media, anything that you need for your creative solutions for your business.
That's right. On our website, if you go to amsdynamics.com, you want to book an appointment for any of those things or a consultation, check it out. Book now up top corner. Set up a schedule with us. Come on to the office, or we can do it via Zoom or by phone call or however is more convenient for you.
And the website has a comprehensive list of all the services that we provide, along with a description of each one. And you can contact us and find out more information about it. Check out amsdynamics.com. So that brand mission, just like that river that we see going past, a big, powerful river going past, that's always going to be there. It's the company, the brand was going to continue on going after what it is that they want to go after. You, the customer, because you're attracted to it, because you're enamored to it, because you believe in that mission, and those icons have compelled you, the rituals are something that you've become acclimated to doing, and the sacred words are now language that you speak. Mm-hmm. You then participate in the mission and assist it in moving it along, however it is that you see fit, whatever it is that however it is it fits into your life.
Yeah, I know that. I start telling my friends about this Magpul products. Like, man, these things are great. They're bulletproof. Not literally, but they're very well made and a very good price. And so I spread the message. And they're everywhere nowadays.
And high quality, they're tough. And yes, they are everywhere now. I mean, a Magpul PMag, that's industry standard now. It's like, wait a minute, where'd you get this thing?
Yeah.
The old metal AR mags with the green follower. Nobody uses those. They come with the rifle, but they
break. I don't get too much into it, but use them for years and years and years. If you drop them on the deck, they break.
Yeah, but they don't. They don't have an icon on them.
They don't.
You don't see PMag. You don't see
you're right.
Magpul symbol on it. There's just no ritual associated with it the way that it is with other stuff.
You're right.
And so you don't get the same feeling from it that you do. And it doesn't matter if people. Well, it should be the same because it does the same thing. Well, that's not really true. You can go to stores all over the place, and you can see two products side by side, the store brand and this one. The store brands now even tell you, read the ingredients, compare the ingredients, and people will still, I want Listerine brand.
I'm telling you, cereal is really big for me.
I want Captain Crunch.
I don't want the generic brand.
In the bag?
Yeah. For some reason, it's different. Frosted Flakes is a big one for me, and it's all mental. The promo code for me is Tony the Tiger. And all that, and the flavor, and the blue box.
Now, was your I know you were an athlete when you were in high school and middle school and everything.
And so,
was that a thing? Because you remember, the kid would lose the soccer game, and then he would eat a bowl of Frosted Flakes, and then he'd go win the soccer game.
I didn't fall for that. It's so funny you just mention that, because it was Big Macs.
Big Macs?
Oh, boy, I'd eat 3 or 4 of them at a time.
No.
Yes.
Okay, so
I was a teenager, and it was fun to get in a car with, my cousin had a license. So the boys would pile into his car after we played basketball for 18 hours. Like we did. We went to the Y and we played ball all day. So, I didn't fall for a promo code in, or a customer request eat this, you'll do better, Wheaties, Frosted Flakes. Our customer request was Nike, was Chicago Bulls stuff.
Gotcha.
But I would go to McDonald's and I'd eat 3 Big Macs because I was 18. You can eat whatever you want to.
So
it didn't bother you.
Well, yeah, you'd burned it off like it was nothing. Just the 3 Big Macs full of air. That's all it was back then.
But my customer request had nothing to do with Frosted Flakes.
But Nike was a thing for you. It landed with
Nike shoes, Jordans, or just Nike. I didn't like Reeboks. Reeboks probably just as good. It's basketball. I wasn't a pro athlete. But Nike was just, I went, and my quest was to be part of Nike.
Yeah.
My quest was to be Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan,
And so you had a compulsion to display those icons, that Nike
Yes.
swoosh.
That was my quest.
Maybe you had a Chicago Bulls jersey. I don't know.
I did.
See? And so to display those icons and to be able to speak some of those sacred words. I've got my Air Jordans. These are the Nike Airs.
Be like Mike.
Yeah, but be like Mike. So that was your customer quest. You and your friends, your social circle, you moved together as a part of that customer quest in that brand mission. So that's where the customer quest is not necessarily something that's controlled by the brand. The brand's responsibility is to have a powerful creed that creates a brand mission that moves people to action. Because if you got a riverbed that's all dried up, nobody's bringing a boat to go sail down that dried up riverbed. No. You have to have a rushing, crashing river that looks like it'd be fun to raft down. So that brand mission is you creating, as a brand, as an entrepreneur, as a small business owner, you're identifying your creed. This is what we will believe and stand by.
Right.
Creating that brand mission so that you know this is where we are moving to. That's the goal that we have. Make that decision, make it concrete, and see it and move towards it. Ensure that you've got compelling icons that people will want to display. See to it that sacred words, once they're propagated, because sacred words, you don't make them up.
Yeah.
They happen as a matter of course, but once they're propagated, see to it that they're used. Get your staff members using them.
Yeah.
See to it that they're used, and so that you and I can communicate with each other if you're in the group, if you're a part of this legion, if you're part of this family.
Well, Chick-fil-A, you don't say thank you. My pleasure.
Yeah,
That's a
Chick-fil-A,
sacred
my
word.
pleasure.
So, and now other places do it. Walmart, we didn't have customers, we had associates.
Okay.
And like employees, no, I'm sorry, I said it backwards. We didn't have employees, we had associates.
Which is
I'm associate with this mission of Walmart back when I used to work for it, way back in the early 2000s. But so you're exactly right. So as a small business, I need to be wary, and do I need to be wary, or do I need to cultivate my customers' quest to help them with my brand mission?
Your job is to make sure that your brand mission is something that's powerful enough that will move people to action.
Gotcha.
And then the customer will decide to what degree he or she wants to participate and in what manner. Just like I cannot necessarily afford to buy a $143,000 Model X. I could probably manage to swing a Model 3 or a Model Y right now. That's not how I'm choosing to participate, though. I think that my efforts are better spent investing in the company. Mm-hmm. And then there are people who've decided that they're going to assist that brand mission and participate by having a customer quest of having a YouTube channel or having an online blog. Those kind of things. Some people make entire clothing lines centered around Elon Musk, Tesla, and the things that they're doing. People participate to the degree to which they feel comfortable and feel compelled to. That compulsion comes from your brand mission and how powerful it is.
Right. Okay. I don't know. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I mean, that was on point with everything there.
I think that entrepreneurs and small business owners will quickly find that as long as they have a compelling brand mission, the rest of it will kind of take care of itself.
Right.
When you have your compelling brand mission, satisfied customers will come because you yourself will have a vested interest in making sure that your customers are satisfied. Excellent service, excellent customer experience.
Well, this is Ash.
And this is Tiny.
We are with AMSDynamics.com. Check us out, and thank you for listening.